Pretty special opportunity today because we've driven by Dutch Henry Winery in the northern part of Napa 50 times, and today we're going to taste an outstanding Pinot Noir. You're really in for a treat. So tell me a little bit about Dutch Henry and where we are in relation to Napa Valley.
We're actually kind of at the northern end of the Napa Valley here. I mean, you hit Calistoga, the town, about 4 minutes north of us, and you've pretty much hit the end of the rope for the Napa Valley. And we're on the eastern side, so we're right on the Silverado Trail, so we're kind of out in the quiet part of the valley.
Perfect, so very easy for people to get to.
Oh yeah, very easy to get to. No one can get lost in the Napa Valley. There's 2 highways and they parallel each other.
Excellent. And tell me a little bit about what your wines and what Dutch Henry is famous for.
Well, we've been around 20 years and we've paid the bills, which is always good. I've seen wineries come and go. We've grown Cabernet and Syrah and made Pinot Noir since, I think, 1995. And we make real small lots of wine, lots of different small lots. Almost everything we make is organically farmed.
Excellent. And the Pinot Noir we're featuring, tell me a little bit about that one.
This is kind of a unique Pinot Noir because it is from the northern part of the valley, but it's from an appellation called Mount Veeder. And this Pinot Noir actually gets a lot of cool weather because of the elevation. It's up at about 2,500 plus feet elevation, so it's pretty far up. It's probably one of the higher spots of that particular appellation, Mount Veeder.
And we're featuring the 2009.
This is a 2009 Pinot Noir.
So tell me a little bit about, if you remember, what was unique about 2009 and some of the flavor characteristics of this Pinot.
2009 was actually a really great year because it wasn't very unique. I mean, it was one of those typical Napa years where you got a nice, long growing season. We didn't have any issues with rain or anything like that, so everything kind of just went smooth and fine. We age it in oak, so it's got a little bit of nice spice on the finish, a lot of French oak. It's got a lot of bright fruit. It's not going to be your cool weather kind of Russian River, Oregon type Pinot that's got a lot of that kind of
rustic earthiness.
Yeah, it's more of a bright fruit.
Oh, good.
And it's definitely unique. You don't have a lot of Pinot growing up on Mount Veeder, so you're going to have a wine that's special.
I've never even heard of one. I think that's fantastic. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's nice to see that someone was crazy enough to plant Pinot rather than Cab up there.
You've been in this business a long time. What still excites you personally about making wine?
I think that, well, being also an owner of a winery, there's just so many different aspects, and there's so many different challenges, and you never know what they're going to be. You wake up in the morning and it's like, well, I'm going to do this, but that's not what you end up doing. From a winemaking standpoint, you've got obviously Mother Nature thrown in the equation, which, you know, even in a normal year, throws you curveballs. There's just so many facets, so it's
never the same day twice.
Never the same day twice, never the same wine twice.
So I would imagine that would be really gratifying, being able to control all aspects of that and being involved from essentially vineyard to the bottle.
Yeah,
watching that through.
Again, it's, you know, lots of challenges, and yeah, it's very gratifying.
And how did you learn about us in regards to the philanthropic side of things?
I had a friend who lives in the valley who makes a real small amount of wine, and she referred you guys to us, and it seemed like a really nice fit. It seems like a really fun way to actually sell wine and do something good.
Pretty unique to be inside a cave, so I hope you get the opportunity to come visit Dutch Henry. And remember, everything you purchase from this winery helps out the charities. Really appreciate the support. Cheers.